So then maybe tell us a little bit about the business and and the initiative, if you could.
Yeah, of course. I hope everybody of you knows what Daimler does or what the company is. Some of you don't, obviously. I think when I mention one brand, you all know what it's all about. It's Mercedes-Benz Cars is one of the companies, or Daimler is the mother company of the Mercedes-Benz Cars and trucks and vans. Freightliner trucks in the US might be popular as well, and other services like maybe Car2Go, which you can use here in Stockholm as well. So please use that. Are brands of Daimler. And yeah, I'm working with Daimler for about almost 7 years now, and ever since in all my projects, all my teams, SharePoint was used, and I used it with my projects as well, but also had that what David just mentioned, some bad experience with previous versions like 2007 and so on, not really convenient user interface and so on. But I think with 2013 we made a big progress, or Microsoft made a big progress, and for about 2 years now I'm working for this for the senior executive management IT services, meaning the board of management is our client as well as some of the direct reports, and we want to engage them or enable them to use SharePoint on the one hand, and of course synchronize all the contents the executives need during their meetings to their mobile devices, which is primarily iPad and iPhones, but we still have some Blackberries and Windows devices as well.
Okay, good. So what would be like a typical workflow of these executives who need access?
I mean, from the executive's point of view, it's just they need to have the document at the right point of time in the correct version. That's all they need. They want to go to the meeting and just have the right version of the presentation that's been presented in the meeting, for example. The workflow behind it is that quite a big staff of people, which is assistants, which is secretaries and so on, prepares the meetings. Meeting is everything is meeting related, and the documents are meeting related and prepared for the meetings, and it's a huge email back and forth of new versions of presentations and annotations in documents, and then rework it and get it overworked again and send back and forth again, and so the use case is typical, and we needed the assistants and the secretaries to work or to somehow manage the versions and that's most important, the versions of the documents, and be sure that the latest version is presented when it's going to be to go to the meeting.
Mm-hmm. And what would the people do before they had this setup?
Most of the cases they had simple file shares, PowerPoint version 1, 2, 3, and they send emails back and forth and just store a new version in the file share. When the first mobile devices, like that was before I joined the team, when the first mobile devices then were used, they plugged in the USB cable and synchronized the documents to the mobile device, or sometimes zipped it and send it out to the mailbox of the executive, and he has to extract it in some other apps, like Goodreader, for example, is a popular app for our members, and they just need to know the files, but yeah, obviously that is not convenient.
Okay, what challenges were you facing to get people to collaborate?
The biggest challenge was the convenience by using SharePoint. Although with 2013, I think that was much better than before, but some people just still think in the folder hierarchies and just want to store a version, and to be sure, yeah, we have the older version still in the archive and so on, and yeah, their main tool is Outlook, is the email and is calendar, which is Outlook in our case, and they don't want to switch to a web browser, and with 2010 you needed to download to the desktop or from the Outlook to desktop, then bring it back to SharePoint 2010, and we just want them to be able to, as convenient as possible, bring their stuff to the SharePoint and being able to tag it as good as possible, so that they know, okay, the status is like a draft version, or that document is in a final version, can be sent or can be synchronized to the mobile device.
Good. So this is really a mobile enablement.
Yeah.
Is there interest in desktop as well, or?
Actually, when we first talked, like in March or April, we met your colleagues. Our primary goal was to have a SharePoint app on the mobile device. So that needed to be convenient, and that needed to be as simple as possible for the management. And only in the second step, as we recognized that you offer that mail add-in as well, we thought, yeah, okay, that would make sense to bring it all together, so that not only the management has that seamless experience, but also the assistant and the back office is able to work with the SharePoint without maybe even knowing that they are in the SharePoint when they just drop things to the add-in.
Yeah, I think that's one you mentioned that point. One of the things that we hear from customers is that when we're most successful when users feel that they don't even know that they're using SharePoint. For them, it's just transparent. They just see it on the desktop or in the app, and they don't have to do anything about that. Okay, is there anything I didn't ask you about that you'd like to share with?
Yeah, I think we are in a really early phase now. As I just mentioned, we met in April. Then we got the licenses, which is quite a huge procurement process with Daimler, and everything needs to be approved twice and 3 times and so on. And we're now rolling out. But a good experience is those users who use the app on the one hand side today, and those individuals who use the add-on. I do not get much feedback, but as soon as I don't get much feedback, that is a good signal, because I know, okay, there's no problem. As soon as there will be problems, they will call me immediately, and I will have to answer questions. But it seems to work. They seem to work with the product, and it seems to be as easy or easy enough for them to use, and that's, in our case, it's most important. Because this is not the young tech geek generation sitting there in the board of management. Usually they are another generation, more traditional, more conservative, and they get it done, and that's a good signal.
Okay, good. Maybe we have a few moments. We have a few questions for Daniel. Yes.
Can I ask a question? Is it SharePoint 2013 on-prem, or are you also looking to use cloud services?
Maybe just answer, because it won't come out on the video. Okay. The question is it SharePoint 2013 on-prem? That's the question?
Yes, actually.
Okay.
We are in a private cloud with a global SharePoint right now, but for the senior executives we have a on-prem environment as well. So certain content has to be on an on-prem environment for security reasons. So we have both.
Okay. Any other questions? Yes, please.
Do you have something on Office 365 as well?
No, nothing.
Okay. Any?
You seem to be focusing on a limited functionality, just like serving senior management with, let's say, getting them over the threshold of using SharePoint. Do you have any other plans to expand to more people, let's say, than senior management?
Yeah, we already do. But
again, that's the question.
Sure.
The question is, today the use case at Daimler is supporting senior management. Are there plans to extend that to other users?
Yeah, that is right. Good question. This is the job of my team, or my job in that case, to serve the senior management and the board of management. But we have pilots going on right now with the global initiatives as well, and they use the same product.
Other questions? Okay, very good. So Dan, you'll be able to answer questions
here, yeah.
afterwards if anyone wants to ask. I thank you very much.
Thank you.
Very much.